How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Bitcoin update. We finally got a new all-time high. However, in the past few days, back on Friday, we saw a close back underneath the previous all-time high. So we need to get back above that today. It's already an important day on the first day of the week, Monday. We need a daily candle close back above the 1 fib level, 109.3k we'll round it up to. Why is that important? Well, you can see over the weekend it actually closed under and confirmed 109 as resistance. After testing the 12 moving average, it's bounced back above the 6 EMA, but not actually above the 1 fib level. So you could argue that at the moment, even though we've bounced off a very key level of support, you can see this is the level, once tested, has continued the trend higher and higher. So it's very important for this level to maintain. It's now lining up with 107.1k. Just before the new all-time high, I was saying, guys, we need to break out of 105.7 and 107.1. That is when we kickstart the journey to a new all-time high. I also had some micro Fibonacci's for you guys. We yet to actually come into them. I made you all aware of the Bitcoin GBP chart, which was showing a lot of confluence with the fact that this micro fib target, the 2414 fib at 113k, also aligns with Bitcoin GBP's chart. Now, just before I show you it, this chart looks a lot different. So on the Bitcoin USD chart, you can see over here, we have broken out, if I get rid of the micro fibs, we've broken out of the 786 and 886. So that means I am now expecting 120k as a minimum target. That is basically where we're going to next once we close back above 109.3k, but we'll talk more about that later on. On the macro sense, I'm expecting that as the minimal target, but actually more towards 138 to 160k. So I've already made videos in the past about that on the channel. Stay tuned for more if you're new around here. Please also bump up that algorithm by liking, commenting, and sharing these posts. I also make posts on Twitter as well, so go and follow me over there. The links are down in the description of this video update. And with this reversal wave, I now have those macro expectations. So that could take some weeks, some months to develop. There could be dips along the way and alts could go down 30, 40, 50% in those dips. But my expectation would be that we're going here over the next months, coming months. Now, there's a little bit of a different story on the Bitcoin GBP chart because it actually is yet to break the macro 886, 786, 886. And how it's lining up is that when this micro fib on the USD chart, when it actually meets 113k, that's the actual going rate in pounds. So 85,000 pounds is 113,000 US dollars. So why is this interesting to me and why is this a concern? Now, ignoring the Bitcoin dollar chart, just focusing on the Bitcoin pound chart, it's yet to create the reversal wave. So I don't actually have my expectations quite just yet on 100,000 pounds and 140,000 pounds. It's quite confusing. How can I have it on dollar and not on pound? I just need to remove all doubts. That is definitely going to happen once 85k is breached. The doubts that I'm having, if we now go back to just the USD, Bitcoin USD, we can see in the past false higher highs. So we've got a new higher high. Technically speaking, we could actually hit 113k, but as that's the 886 fib on the Bitcoin GBP chart, and I actually need to see this flipped into support in order to validate these targets, then technically speaking, until this level is reclaimed, those targets are not yet valid, which could then mean this move up could still be corrective. This move up could be a dead cat bounce. There could still be lower to come. It could be a macro lower high if we're not creating the reversal wave. This could be the start of a much larger move down like this. I just need to get that out of my mind. The only way that's out of the window, the only way the bearish probabilities go away is if Bitcoin takes out this level, which on the USD chart is 113k. So Once that has been completed, we get the breakout, then I will target 101k pounds, 117k pounds, and 139k pounds. That correlates to 120k dollars, 138k dollars, and 160k dollars. Now, why is this a concern to me? Apart from that, again, going back to previously, we've seen Bitcoin create double tops with new higher highs, a new all-time high. Bitcoin holders experience a new account all-time high to their portfolio, and then of course a macro dip, macro correction. We've seen this in the past. This also occurred at the last bull market top. We had broken out. Look, we in fact put 2 consecutive new high highs here and here. Eventually became a micro and a macro double top. So this, and as you can see, looking at the 886, it'd broken it. Just like what we're seeing now on the Bitcoin dollar, we've broken it, but on the Bitcoin pound chart, it's yet to break. And that's why you can see Bitcoin dollar could break out, make a new all-time high. But if Bitcoin pound is not actually breaking out, that's why we need to see it also, because a case like this can happen where we've broken out, created the reverse wave. I have these expectations set between 80, 107, 146k. Look where it topped out exactly, and look where it found the bottom at. So that's why I'm targeting between these two levels. So we can argue the target is 150k. I've made videos with that as the thumbnail, 150k target. My last video update was about that. And so do you understand this? Do you see the correlation? If you're not yet getting it, if you want to understand it, if you want to learn how to read the charts just like me, and I have multiple educational options available, whether that's an ebook, you have that for the rest of your life. You can do that in your own time, at your own pace. It's about 40 pages long. If you want one-to-one mentorship, jump on a video call with me. I'll analyze the charts for you, teach you how to read the charts just like me, using the fibs, the moving average strategy. But also you share your screen, making sure that you're doing it right. There's multiple options for mentorship plans there, but if you want to try out just 1 hour, if you want to do multiple hours. I've also got a Discord community. All the links can be found down below. Hopefully this video was of value today. Hopefully you learned a lot. Until Bitcoin actually breaks out on the GBP chart, there's still the risk. We've seen previously new all-time highs, but then ended up going lower. Need to put that all to aside. All Bitcoin needs to do is break 85,000 pounds, 113,000 US dollars, and then there are no worries. The expectation would be these higher price targets, as you can see. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share on your way out. We're on the road to 10k subscribers. Check out the content on my Twitter, and the links to the website are down below. Peace.